if you divide a pie into halves, how many halves do you have?
Hold on. 4.
So if you have a cookie and you want to share it with your brother and you each want half a cookie, how many pieces do you break it into?
A half.
Yeah, so how many pieces do you get when you break a cookie into half?
2.
Yeah. So if you cut a pie in half, how many pieces of pie do you have?
2.
Right. So 2 halves make 1 pie, right? If you cut a pie into 3 pieces, what do you call each of those pieces?
1/3.
Yeah, how many thirds make up a whole pie?
How many thirds make up a whole pie?
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Because third is also means 3.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a little paper to record all this thinking.
Okay.
Oops.
And then my next question is, what if you have like a pie or a pizza and you want to cut it into fourths?
Fourths.
Then how many pieces of pizza would you have if you cut the pie into fourths?
Hold on. Just a minute.
Okay.
Just a minute.
Okay.
So I'm going to draw a cookie
Okay.
every time. And we're going to go. We keep going down. This is how I would do it.
Okay.
So a cookie, and so this is my cookie, and this is a half. This is my cookie. Hold on.
Trying to figure out how to draw the lines to make it.
Yep. Uh-oh. It has to be equal, right?
It does.
That's what's the hardest part. So I'll draw one even wider. Is that good?
Are all 3 pieces the same size? Would you be happy if you got any of those pieces of cookie?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm trying to get to do what I'm thinking, but it's just not. I know what I want, but it's not really happening.
Well, wait. That's about where you drew it last time. So draw it farther away than you think you need to.
That far?
Maybe. Maybe a little bit farther. Maybe a little less. Yeah, that might be about right. Like right about there.
Here?
Yeah. And then where would you draw
I don't
it?
think so.
You don't think so? Okay.
Is there a way to divide that cookie like this? This is what I was thinking of.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So 1/4, right?
Yeah.
So a cookie like this. Cha-ching. Cha-ching. Just pretend this was a little higher.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you know another word for a fourth?
What?
A quarter.
Nice.
So like a quarter cup of milk? Have you heard us say that when we were cooking?
Yep.
So how many pieces of cookie do you have if you divide the cookie into quarters?
So kind of like a pie? Like
Yeah.
we divide a pizza?
Yeah, so
also?
like here we divided this into halves and we got 2.
Oh, 2. 2 fourths.
So
Because 2 plus 2 equals 8. And
wait.
we
What did
make
you just say?
8.
2 plus 2 is 8?
No, 4 plus 4
Oh, okay.
is 4 plus 4 is 8.
Uh-huh.
And you divide a pizza into 8. And we're saying that we're dividing the cookie like a pie, like a pizza.
Oh, I think I understand how you're confused. Because we usually do cut pizza into 8 pieces. Yeah. What if we cut a pizza into 4 pieces?
4 pieces.
Mm-hmm.
There would be 2 halves.
Well, this is a picture of 2 halves.
There would be 2 halves because 2 plus 2 equals 4, and we would divide that pizza into 4 halves.
So this is a picture of 4 halves?
2 halves.
Yeah, well, this is 2 halves. It's tough, isn't it?
Let's just move on to the next one.
Well, what I was going to say is, if you break a cookie into 4 pieces, you can call this a fourth of a cookie, right? But you could also call it a quarter of a cookie. That's another word for 1/4, is a quarter. And so you were asking why this said $1/4. It's because if you put 4 of them together, it makes up $1.
So can we do the next one, please?
Sure, but this one's going to be really hard to draw. What happens if you divide a cookie into 5 pieces? How would you draw that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So would you be happy with any of those pieces? Nope.
No one would be happy.
You know, it was easy for you to draw 2 to divide it into 2, and it was easy for you to divide it into 4. It was hard for you to divide it into 3. It was hard for you to divide it into 5.
So equal numbers will be easy, and odd numbers will be hard.
Mm-hmm.
So let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Wow, that's a pretty good job.
5.
That's a pretty good job. Do you know what that shape reminds me of?
A tire.
Well, what does the picture inside the circle look like?
A star.
Yeah, it does look like a star.
That's what it reminds you of.
Yep.
Ching.
How would you divide a circle into 6?
6th.
Into sixths. Yes. How?
6th. No.
Ah. Oh, interesting. Would you be happy with any of those pieces? Or are some of those pieces bigger than others?
Some of those pieces are bigger than others.
I noticed something different about the way the lines cross inside that circle compared to the way the lines cross in the other circles you drew.
They're not going into the middle.
Yeah.
Well, except for this one.
Well, that goes through the middle, but it only has one line.
This one goes through the middle.
Well, but not all the lines go through the middle. So why don't you try it again? Draw a circle. And draw yourself a dot in the middle. And remind yourself that all of your lines have to come to a point there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Do you think you could draw 7? Do you think you could draw 8? What shape does that look like, in the middle? Like,
Huh?
what do those kind of remind you of?
Another star.
It looks a little bit like a star, yeah.
Hey, let's go. Let's move on the back.
Okay.
1 out of 2, right?
Mm-hmm. So each piece is 1 out of 2, and each piece is 1 out of 3. Each piece is 1 out of 4. Oh, that's not really your 1 out of 5, though. Well, yeah, it is. That's your 1 out of 5, with the star in the middle.
Let's color one in.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing a gem. We're doing gem, which is all the practice of math that we all did.
Yeah.
And I want to show Miss Petrofus that I'm really smart
Cool.
by doing this whole project.
I think she knows.
I just want to... Oopsie.
That's not the 1 out of 5 that you liked. You liked the 1 out of 5 that was next to it.
I'll do this one.
And then you got 1 out of 6.
Let's see if we can get one out of 14.
1 out of 14.
We're going to try to get 1 out of 14.
Gosh, that's a tough number to draw, I bet.
I don't think so.
I've got an idea.
1/7.
Okay.
1 out of 7. This little symbol means out of,
Uh-huh.
or 1 something, or 1 blank. 7.
What do you mean, 1 blank?
Like 1/7. You
Uh-huh.
just say 1/7.
Right. Oh, I understand. 1
One.
out of 7.
1/2, 1/3, 1/4, 1/5, 1/6. Oops.
Why are you drawing little plus signs?
No.
Th. I can't read upside down very well. Uh-huh. So 1/4, 1/5, 1/6. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Third. Uh-huh. 1/7.
1/7.
Okay.
Now let's draw 1/7. 1 cookie. 1/7.
Why don't you put your dot in the middle? There you go.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Uh-oh. What'd you draw?
I meant to do it like that. So just pretend
Yeah.
it's...
But wait, but what did you draw? How many pieces did you divide it into?
1, 2, 8.
Yeah, so maybe you can just change the label. Oh. Or you can draw it again.
Yeah, mistakes happen. What do you think?
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, you drew 7 pieces. If you got any one of those pieces of cookie, would you be satisfied? Are they all the same size?
They're all the same size.
They are. Pretty close. Not bad for...
Let's just say a check.
Yeah, let's just say a check. I agree.
Color one. This happens. Eighth. Okay, so make that cookie. Now the dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right. Would you be happy with any of those pieces of cookie? Or some of them smaller than others?
Oops.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But you got it into the right number of
Just
pieces.
do a check. Check.
Well, I want you to think about something. Remember the ones that were easy to draw at the beginning? 2 and 4 were easy to draw.
Yeah.
Do you know a pattern that gets you from 2 to 4?
Skip counting.
Yeah, it does. And it's an even number. If I give you 2 Hot Wheels and I give your brother 4 Hot Wheels, he has twice as many as you do. Yeah. But if I give him 4 Hot Wheels and I give you 8 Hot Wheels,
Now I got more Hot Wheels.
you do.
I wouldn't be happy because I want you to have the same amount.
Oh, well, that's sweet. But you would have twice as many, right? Because 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4 plus 4 is 8, right? So twice as many. So one way that you can get from, I want you to draw a circle.
Circle?
Well, that's fine. That's not bad.
No,
But I want to
I'm
show.
just drawing another circle.
Okay, draw another circle
Not that way.
and draw a dot in the middle. Okay, now draw a line from the top to the bottom,
Top.
straight through to the bottom. How many do you have?
A half.
Yeah, so you have 2 halves. I want you to split that pie or that cookie into half again.
To make a fourth?
Yeah, exactly. Now, I want you to split each of those pieces in half.
Like that.
Yeah,
And that.
exactly. How many pieces do you have now?
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Exactly.
You're very, very smart.
Well, thank you. I've had a lot of practice with numbers. So what would happen if you did that same thing, but you divided all of those in half? So first you had 2.
That would be 16.
Yeah, it would be 16.
Because 8 plus 8 is 16.
That's right.
You
What
double it.
you would double it, exactly.
Doubles.
Uh-huh.
I can add doubles. It's no trouble for me to add doubles. That's a little song thingy. That's a little song thingy video I learned at school.
Oh, cool. So what if you divided the 16 into halves? Then how many would you have?
16.
Yeah.
16.
Uh-huh.
So let's just take away the 1. 6 and 6. 12. Right?
Uh-huh. That's right.
Now, since we know 6 and 6 is 12, let's put back the 1 on 16.
Uh-huh.
Now, what would 16 be? What would 12 be if 6 turned into 16?
You'll have to explain it to me because I'm not sure how you're trying to solve it. I like the way you started, though. You said,
22 could be an answer.
okay.
Double.
Mm-hmm. It is double of a number. Let's see. So what you did was you took the 6's out of the 16. If you take the 6 out of the 16, how much is left?
No, the 1 out of 16. The one drawn on 16.
On the left side of the 16?
That's what we take out.
Yeah, okay. So if you take that out, then Where does it go?
Hmm?
What do you mean take it out? Where does it go? You have to keep it if you're adding those
Goes
numbers.
past 0. Goes in the trash can until we need it back.
Okay. Well,
Goes in the number trash can.
okay. Well, if we take it out of the number trash can, is it just a 1 or is it more than 1?
It's actually part of a 10.
Oh, it's a 10.
So if you add another 10 to 12, how much would we get?
A 10 to 12?
Yeah. If you add another 10 to 12.
Well, you'd have 110 that you started with, and you'd have 110 that was part of the 12. So you'd have 2 10s, and then you'd have the 2 that was with the 12.
Hmm?
You'd have 2 10s, and you'd have 2.
So that's 22.
Right.
So 16 plus 16 might equal 22.
Okay, so 16 plus 16, you want to have the 6 and the 6 is 12, right?
Yeah.
And then you've got, do you have 1 10 or 2 10s besides that?
What do you mean?
Well,
2 10s in 16 or 2 10s in 12?
well, if we're adding 16 and 16, we've got a 10, a 6, a 10, and a 6.
Yeah, 6 plus 6 is 12.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe 16 plus 16 might equal something past 22.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm thinking now.
Okay.
Mathematicians like to change their thinking a lot.
Yeah. So how much? So 16 and 16 is 10 plus 6 plus 10 plus 6, right?
Yeah. So Mama, I'm gonna get a sheet.
Oh, you got.
No,
Oh, okay.
no, a different size.
Mm-hmm.
We can't use that sheet anymore.
Okay.
We're using both sides.
Okay.
So what's 10 plus 10?
2 10s.
10 plus 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's 10 plus 10.
It's 2 10s.
If you just take away the 1,
Subtract.
if you subtract the 1,
Why are we subtracting?
oops, if we subtract if we take the 10 away from 10, if we take away the 0 from 10, that would be 1. And if we take away the 0 from 20, that would be 2.
Mm-hmm.
1 plus 1, 1 plus 1
Mm-hmm.
equals 2,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
2.
Mm-hmm.
And 10 plus, so if we add those zeros back, it would be 10 plus 10 equals box 20.
You're right. 10 plus 10 is 20. But
Yeah,
we're not
but
adding a 0.
But if we add that 6, with 10,
Why don't you write it out 16 plus 16?
16 plus 16. So we're going to write something else. This is the main one. 16 plus 16.
Mm-hmm.
Now what? So, now what? 16 plus 16 equals box. I'm still not sure.
Okay.
So we might do count on, we might do a number line, we might, yeah. So, what should we do? What math drawing should we do? Should we do count on?
That's a lot of numbers to count on. I'm not sure that's the strategy I would pick.
Could we use a math mountain? that's also like counting on, but it's easy. Very
Okay.
easy.
Tell me how to do that. I don't know how to do that.
Oh, I'll just. How a how Math Mountain works.
Oh, okay.
So